Let me tell you about another disturbing case. It's from the Malayalam film industry from the southern Indian state of Kerala. It is known for progressive cinema, for movies on women empowerment. But what about the women in the industry? How empowered are they? They face discrimination, they lack basic facilities, and they face sexual assault at work, says who? A judicial committee report. Let me give you the background first. This story begins in 2017 when a leading actress was kidnapped. 5 men abducted her, assaulted her in a moving car, and filmed the assault. Later, a prominent male actor was named in this case. Apparently he had planned all of this to settle scores with her. He wanted to use this assault video to blackmail her. Later, the incident led to massive outrage across Kerala, so the state government formed a committee, a 3-member committee led by retired Kerala High Court judge. Her name is Justice K. Homer. This committee looked into the Malayalam film industry, into issues of sexual harassment and gender bias, and in 2019, they submitted a report. It was called the Hema Committee Report, 295 pages long, submitted in 2019, but the state government kept sitting on it. The matter reached courts. Petitions were filed for the report to be released, and now, finally in 2024, before a redacted version of the report is out, and what it says is extremely disturbing, though not surprising. Number 1, there's a culture of sexual harassment in the film industry. Powerful men demand sexual favors in exchange of roles in movies. If you resist, you're sidelined, and the harassment is continuous. There are late night knocks on the door, vulgar, common, sometimes drunk male co-stars force themselves into the women's room. Point number 2, sexual harassment is hardly reported because there's a fear of retribution. Women who report cases face harassment and a backlash, including from the fan clubs of the accused men. Point number 3, there's a powerful mafia of male actors. They call the shots, they decide the roles, and if you displease them, you risk a ban. In fact, let me quote from the report. It says, no man or woman dare to utter any word which may offend anyone belonging to the power group, because such a person will be wiped off the industry by the powerful lobby. Point number 4, the industry is male-dominated. I'm sure it's not news to anyone. It is male-dominated, but this case is so bad that women do not have basic facilities. They don't have separate toilets or changing rooms. Sometimes they have to relieve themselves in open spaces. In fact, this report reveals 17 forms of exploitation in all. Imagine that these are so-called stars from one of the biggest film industries in the country, yet women don't have basic facilities. There's rampant extortion, and all of this is an open fact. Apparently everyone knows about it, but no one complains, allowing this cycle of misogyny to continue. It appears so stark because it involves men who are seen as icons and heroes, but the fact is this practice is not limited to Kerala or the film industry. It's a reflection of the world we live in. And I'm not exaggerating. Let me show you another report. It says that detailed guides to sextortion are available, online guides to sextortion on TikTok and YouTube. These are written manuals, video guides, and step-by-step tutorials. They teach how to sexually exploit teenagers, and it's all very detailed. It starts with creating fake accounts, obtaining their contacts, targeting the victims, and blackmailing them for money. All of this is available on the web for anyone to see, and this is the reality of being a woman in today's world. Anywhere in the world, the spaces we occupy are dangerous. Whether we are at work or at home or online, women still whisper warnings to each other about certain colleagues or bosses. They still weigh the risks of speaking up. They're still scared about being blacklisted. They fear not just the violence but also the repercussions. It's easy for a society to claim progress when the headlines move on. The truth is, new news cycles change, but the reality often doesn't. We still find ourselves in a world where women live in fear, and it takes an emotional toll. The anxiety, the stress, the hypervigilance, it wears women down every day. To know that your safety is not guaranteed, and that you will be blamed if you're attacked. It's a heavy burden to carry, so we are asking for real change, and that requires dismantling systems. Mere lip service won't do. Laws need to change, workplaces need to be equal, homes need to be safe and social, media needs guardrails, and all of this requires listening to women, believing in them, and taking action to ensure their safety. That day unfortunately hasn't come yet, but until it does, we must keep fighting for it. Thanks for watching this video.